Yo, sup, bro, be my friend. Welcome to another podcast. I am Remo Kazi, and this is my channel, Sup, bro, be my friend, where I kind of make friends with you guys, but also have conversations with AI. Today, I want to talk about an important topic, an interesting topic, which I never heard before. I tend to have topics that I've never heard before, and I just like to talk about them because I didn't. If I would have this question, I would have loved the video, right? So the question or the actual topic is common knowledge a scam to clog our minds? Do we really need it? Or is it just, nonsense informing us about all of those things when, the bomb hits us? We will notice that. I'm sitting here with ChatGPT. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey, Ramo. Welcome to the podcast. That's an intriguing topic you've brought up. The idea of common knowledge and whether it's a form of mind control or not is definitely something worth discussing. Knowledge in general is empowering because it helps us make informed decisions. But it's also true that sometimes information can be overwhelming or even used to manipulate. What do you think about how we can differentiate between useful knowledge and the stuff that might just be noise?
Well, actually, we do not have unlimited brain power, which is a myth that people always kind of, power, not power, but storage, right? Like people always want to occupy our mind space. And that is, you don't have to keep that in mind. Also in school, they're trying to invade our space, our storage, and obviously it has an impact on us if that happens. I always say I want to have an impact as high as possible. If I talk to people, I will stay in some bit forever in your mind. But about knowledge, okay, what knowledge do we actually need? I personally think that you should only, I mean, there's history, there's things, yeah, this is just topic that are interesting, right? But for actually living, I think you can actually say the less you know, the less you know about like things and everything. Like you can live your normal life without any history. You can live your normal life without, maybe like you need a few things that your parents, can teach you. But I don't really know how to differentiate.
You bring up some interesting points. Our brain indeed has limitations, and it's important to manage what we fill it with. I agree that not all knowledge is equally necessary for everyone. It's about finding a balance between what's useful for your personal growth and what might just be excess information. It's also true that education systems often push a lot of information on us, some of which might not be directly
No,
applicable to.
I'm also criticizing, like, okay, like for career, like not everybody needs a career. A career is a choice. You can live on the countryside with mangoes, with vegetables in your garden, and like you can literally live without money. People don't understand. You can live a very very good, a very actually you can actually live a luxurious life if you build your luxurious house yourself. Imagine you take, there is space in this world that is not occupied. You can just build houses on stuff, right? You can just build houses on land. And imagine you're just kind of talented. You're building your $1 million mansion. You can make it all of yourself. You can make the glass yourself. You can make the walls yourself. You can make the floor yourself with wood and everything. You can grow. You can literally, like, I don't know if that's somebody has done this before, but it is possible to look rich. But basically, you have never touched a single penny. And career is a choice, money is a choice. I can live off nothing, right? Like nature has literally given us anything, like everything we need. In all of the system, you don't have to actually play. Like people, like I don't like that we are forced into the system and that we are. I think it should be a choice. It should be, do you want to play this game or do you not? You don't want to play this game, right? Because we have like the most important thing. We have literally lost the ability to live normally without money. Like we have lost the ability for basic things to hunt, to get food, to grow food, to manage those resources and everything and all of those stuff. Like this is important.
You're touching on some profound ideas about lifestyle choices and societal norms. It's true that not everyone feels the need to follow the traditional path of having a career or accumulating wealth. Many people find fulfillment
No,
in simpler.
you are saying wealth. What do you mean by wealth? Wealth is like just an exchange good you call money. That is not wealth. That thing is an exchange good for other things. It's basically a value thing that can lose its value in any point of time, right? Anything can happen and it loses its value. It's a good that basically has no value. Imagine you have $1 million well, the USA falls apart and dollars are worth nothing. You don't have anything left, okay? So if you have $1 million, but you changed that before in, let's say, in trees on a plant, like whatever 1,000 trees of this kind of food, you have a lot more for yourself, a lot more to survive.
I see what you're saying. You're highlighting the difference between tangible assets, like food and natural resources, and money, which is indeed a medium of exchange
Not
that
even
can fluctuate.
not even like natural resources. Why would you need gold? Nobody needs gold. How can you survive with gold? Does gold help you to survive? No. So the actual valuable resources have always been and will always be food. So food that you can storage for multiple years must be the most valuable thing that we have. And people forget that gold will not feed you. Those kind of resources, if there's something, like if something happens, natural resources, you can maybe create something out of it, you can produce, but you need machines, you need all of this stuff. So the actual most important thing and the actual resource that is highly valuable to humans is water, is, are those resources that we actually need to survive, shelters, whatever, like houses. Yes.
You make a solid point. Fundamental resources like food, water, and shelter are essential for survival, and they are the real wealth that supports our existence. While money and precious metals like gold can have value in certain contexts, they don't directly sustain life the way essential resources do. It's
And
definitely
guys, by the
valuable.
way, like the first tradable goods were literally foods, right? Keep on going.
Absolutely. Food has been one of the earliest forms of trade and exchange between communities. It's a fundamental part of human
You can
history.
keep going with your point before, please. Thank you.
Sure. So focusing on fundamental resources like food, water, and shelter is crucial for our well-being. These are the building blocks that support life and ensure survival. While money and other forms of wealth have their place in society, it's essential to remember the importance of these basic resources. They form the foundation for a sustainable and fulfilling life. Balancing the pursuit of material wealth with the appreciation of these essential resources can lead to a more harmonious way
I
of living.
basically, I want to create the new rich, right? I'm always like looking for ways to kind of, I want to have a new form of rich, rich, like actual rich you can work for and not you have to kind of hope for, right? The rich that some video goes viral, you make money because people pay you. I don't like that. The rich that you can work for, besides, like, I like to have a rich where you can work for alone, and basically you only need yourself and nature, right? You don't need any other people, because rich with other people is always dependent on somebody, right? You have to get a money flow from some other people. But rich from nature and like from your own work and nature actually is the real rich. But we can also go back to the knowledge point. Like keep that, like make that, bring those two things together now.
That's an inspiring vision. It sounds like you're aiming for a form of self-sufficiency and independence that's deeply connected to nature and personal effort. This kind of wealth is about creating value from your own skills and the resources around you, rather than relying on external factors. It's a powerful way to live and can lead to a more fulfilling and sustainable lifestyle. Linking this back to the knowledge point, it's about using the knowledge and skills you have to create that kind of richness. Whether it's growing your own food, building a sustainable lifestyle, or simply understanding how to live harmoniously with nature, knowledge empowers you to take control of your own life and build the kind of wealth that truly matters to you.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was a good conversation. Thank you. I just wanted to say, obviously, I'm glad that we have supermarkets. I'm glad that we have all of those things, hospitals and everything. It definitely adds to your lifespan. It definitely is valuable. And do not disrespect those things that we have built in the past. Do not underappreciate them. But I just wanted to say, I just want to open your minds and kind of have new perspectives. So it makes sense to talk about those topics. I appreciate you guys for watching as always. Sup, bro? Be my friend. Make sure to join the community. Make a sub. No, don't make a sub. Make sure you hit the sub. I don't know. Maybe if you like it, you can sub. Subbing is like overrated. Oh. Yeah. See you guys. Bye bye.